Welcome to the Rekt League, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's battles: Infernal versus Brambleback is the only one we got coming. I'm joined here by Raddy on the cast.
What up?
Oh yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
I'm ready for this game. This looks like this lineup looks really spicy. But before we get too much into it, Infernal did have an emergency substitution. So Curlio GG, it was not able to play. He got called into work, unfortunately. So they brought in Private Sparkles to fill as the AD carry.
Private Spark. I'm excited to see that, though. I definitely think also a good player. Had played versus him in scrims. It's going to be a good match.
Yep, definitely. So I guess from there, let's just hop into the champ select. So this game was pre-recorded. So the champ select will look a little bit different, but it will be functional. It will work.
Definitely up on the screen for him to see. Yeah, check it out. It looks pretty good, right? I think so.
Yeah, here we go.
All right, let's see what they,
they
bring out here.
You got Infernal Drake on the blue side, and Brambleback on the red side.
So I'm really excited to see, because we know that Brambleback had this go at your face comp, and I'm wondering what Infernal Drake actually feared from watching all these games. Let's see what comes in first. The first, I mean, you really got to. Adulma being the premier Urgot player in this league. You got to give him the respect that man deserves. And the brand being taken away as well. I think, were they prepared for Bill Kitchens now? And is he back in this one?
Yes, I believe he is the mid lane for this game.
He's a madman on that brand. He was just on fire, if you get my meaning.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
So a lot of focus down on Adulma here.
Yeah, and that last week, that Jax was just out of control. There's a lot of carry potential in that.
Definitely. So Infernal Drake read the Brambleback strat of Zillion over everything correctly, so they did manage to take that one out here.
All right, and that's the Rekt League special, I think, this time around. Zillion has been just doing mostly well in the games that he's being played in. And the Thresh, taken away from Timberland.
We should remember that this is also Sable playing top lane for Infernal, and Toxic Vezin in the jungle this week. So they did have a good roster swap. They basically, I think they just wanted to get a Sable in the top lane against the Dulma.
I think so. I think that makes sense. You know, trying to put players of similar caliber in areas that they can not be run over, not be kind of just defeated by virtue of rank. I like that.
Yeah.
What? Aurelian.
Yeah, we see the legend himself.
Oh my
The
goodness.
pickle popper Aurelian Soul's back on the rift, baby.
Oh my god. This truly is the year of the pickle, I have to say. Wow. Okay. You've won me over, pickle popper.
So we got a full bot lane pick for Infernal before the next ban phase.
I like that. I think Brown Jin is plenty of poke potential, plenty of like a little catch potential out of, you know, somebody stepping out of line and to catch a lot of damage.
And I'll do him on that one to get banned out. Takes his Hecarim.
Okay, got the pony in the top. Giving the pony ride, scary pony. All right, so it looks like they're taking away a little bit of Enraged Ovary here. Sejuani being removed from the jungle champion pool. Xin Zhao also being taken away. Ooh. Tristana being taken away.
Yeah, that was definitely...
I think they're just kind of...
Did I do that backward? Oh, I think I did that backward. Hold on. I totally did that backward. Yeah. The Warwick and the Tristana bench should definitely be swapped.
Were flipped? Okay. So Tristana was taken away
yeah.
from... Got it. Oh, no problem.
Yes. So Trist was taken away from Drofig, who is the starting AD carry this week.
In the Warwick being taken away from the jungler. Okay. Check. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
The Ashe pickup. I like it. As you have shown so well, that Ashe has been doing a lot of work in our league. Definitely late game carry potential.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Ram. The Rams pick. I love seeing Rammus. He's one of those champions that never gets old for me. I'm really hoping for that Sonic the Hedgehog skin someday.
Yeah. And we see the Zed lock in. I think this is the first Zed that we've seen in the Rekt League. The first Aurelian Soul in the Rekt
Oh,
League.
this is some spiciness right now. They fully stocked their kitchens for this game 1.
And I also think this is the first Elise that we've seen in the
What?
Rekt League. So there is quite a lot of new picks coming down here on the Rift tonight.
Well, I am super pumped about this matchup. All right, so we're going to have to really go into this match to see what sort of just fantastic play goes back and forth between these teams. I think the mid lane matchup is super volatile.
Yeah, definitely. It could go either way, and it could go that way very, very quickly the second either of these two hit 6. Should we just hop right into it? We don't have to wait.
I think
the 3
so.
minutes,
I think we're just
which
going to jump right in. I'm just going to get faded in. I believe it's the Infernal is on that one. And we have on this side. Move it on over. All right, tell me when you're ready to go.
I am loading it up. So sorry, give me a second.
No problem, no problem.
I like they bring the Arcade Hecarim, the Super Galaxy Elise, and the Mecha Aurelian Soul. I think that's just pretty silly. Okay, so I am at 0. I'm ready to play.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Let's do it.
All right, they loading onto the Rift. Let's see it. Game 1 of Infernal versus Brambleback.
But yeah, the pony, the spider, and the Aurelian Soul all look really similar. It's so good. The skin coordination right now is so good from
absolutely
Brambleback.
They got that purple neon pink action going on right now. Loving it.
On the other side of things, we see Soccer Ball Rammus. I don't think I've ever seen this skin before. I don't know what this is.
Oh my goodness, this just dancing with you. No one's pulling the trigger.
Hecarim is in here, so Bramble probably not wanting to opt into this.
I'm so surprised that no one from Infernal went in on this yet. So surprised. Oh,
here we go. A little bit of a delayed evade, and the Q misses from Bromp.
Raged over you.
Oh!
Stun against the wall. First blood going to Toxic Pheasant, it looks like.
This is just absolute chaos!
Zabel gets killed, and wow, Colonel Paco gets very low. Helps facilitate the back and forth kills. First blood going to Team Infernal, but that was some good start. 1-1. All right.
I think in terms of summoners used, it looks like Bramble. So they did get the return kill, but they used a lot more summoners. They actually used 3 flashes, a heal and an ignite, and Infernal only dropped 2 flashes, 1 flash, 2 and ignite. So
yeah, exactly.
A heal and a flash difference, or no? Yeah, a heal and a flash.
3 flashes on, yeah. 2 flashes.
So for the next couple minutes, I expect the game to be mostly Infernal dominated. We'll see if that's the case, but
getting a lot of trades.
I'll do him first, forcing the all. Oh, he missed an auto. Oh, if he had that
so
auto,
close.
that would have been a dead plank.
I want to look elsewhere, but the top lane's so low. I don't want to leave this lane.
That was a pretty great
level 2 gangplank.
It's a pretty funny force from Moldulma to try to make that work.
And also, Pickle Popper was up in that Zed's face.
Wait a minute.
Look
at Enraged Over in here, taking this blue buff.
This man, he is all aboard the invade train.
Some smart pathing, definitely. He knows Sable is no flash too, so he might be able to get this gank off after Gromp.
Timberland gets slammed to the wall in the bot lane by Colonel Paco, and Drofig doing some feat there, but Drofig again being caught out by the Jin W. He's gonna force a flash.
See, that's one of the flashes that wasn't burned.
Now Colonel Paco's gonna find himself in a difficult position here. If he gets
in the top side too. We got more action. More action. A double gank.
But here comes the return back to Toxic Vezin. Enraged Over playing it
safe.
Walks away. Okay. Each team just testing the waters a little bit. You know, it's warm. They're just checking it out. That's all.
Yeah, getting that flash. So they went flash for flash Ashton, and the Ash managed to get out still. So
Yeah, somehow just didn't have the range on that flashback from Jin. Toxic Vezin making a reach play in the top lane with that soccer ball skin, looking like a goofball.
I love that soccer ball skin is so good.
Like how he scores his own goal when he goes back.
Yes. So I
Bot
think
lane.
one of the keys. Ooh. In the bot lane. Oh, Drofig could go down here. Last auto, got him. Good
Pick
kill for
up.
Private Sparkles in the bot.
Yeah, Colonel Paka went in for a little bit of aggression, and it ended up causing Private Sparkles and Timberland to kind of switch over to Ash. You know, the classic switch to the 80 carry when the aggression starts.
Support goes too aggressive, 80 carry tries to follow and gets punished.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the key to this game for me is Toxic Vezin not getting too far behind in the jungle. He already lost his blue, and Raged Overy's up double farm, so... And Raged Overy's doing a good job with the invades. Pick that aggressive jungler to get that jungle pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And is already up a level for it. Which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, he's been doing very well at the farm in the jungle lately. He's been consistently becoming ahead. He's counter jungling, pathing well. This man has done his homework.
Yeah, this was a really good, strong show. He went his red, opposite blue, Gromp, Krugs, Wolf Blue Gromp. I mean, that's just so much fun.
Aduma getting revisited.
Yeah, again, and it still is not finding anything for Toxic Vezin. It's almost like he's just wasting his time at this point.
Absolutely.
But he's here to break the freeze.
Yeah.
Which is good.
You got to be happy if you're Aduma. You know, taking that amount of pressure away from the rest of your map. Although he's not really getting the farm, he's able to help the rest of his team get ahead, or at least come back from that kill. You know, give him something to be proud of, something to be happy about.
Yeah. And this is also a Klepto Gangplank.
Yeah, it's pretty standard. It's constantly shoot people with your gun and get the money all over the place.
Yeah. See, and Raged Overy saw Toxic on the top side of the map and just goes in and says, you know what? See these raptors, they're mine. But can they get the collapse down? No, there's the plant.
Plant's still up.
Bring him to safety.
Good collapse though. They were ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was ready to help.
Yep. Bot lane rotated. They had that Jin snare for long range. If that thing wasn't there. Oh, and in the top lane, the solo kill comes out for Alduma.
Yeah, I was not expecting that one. Was not watching that. He just kind of went in and murdered him after he got his ult. But he didn't even get to use it. He just killed him straight up.
Just hit him with the E charge. Had a bunch of Q stacks and helicoptered all over him.
Ooh, the flash coming out from Toxic Vezin, looking for the opportunity to put the gank on in the jungle. Not sure what he would have gotten from that though. And Ridge Over was a little low, but I don't think he was in kill range of a level 4 Rammus.
Yeah, probably not. Without the ult, Rammus on his own does not do that much.
Yeah, he's more of what we'd call a supporting jungle.
Right.
Drofeg getting hit with that combo that we were just talking about earlier. Timberland hits him with the Braum slow, followed by the Jin root, the Jin deadly flourish. Giving him some damage for his trouble.
Yeah, I actually like this matchup in the top lane. Hecarim seems pretty good in the Gangplank. You kind of can just run around his barrels and win trades for free, basically. This is really all it is. It's
pretty
not
much.
so much you can do.
He does have to be careful. He did take a little bit of that damage. He tried to walk up and auto the barrel, and if you do that wrong, you're going to be taking a lot of extra poke.
Yeah, definitely.
Having been the recipient of Sable's Gangplank on more than one occasion, it does hurt.
Yeah, right. No doubt. Ooh, the double invade onto this blue buff. Really trying to deny this one. Maybe looking for the so this would have been good against a jungler
Pickle
who was like
Popper with the kill on Bill Kitches in the mid lane. What?
Ooh, yeah, in the mid lane.
I was all ready. I was watching the sneaky play in the jungle. They're just bait and switching me everywhere.
Oh no, Toxic Vezin, you're in the wrong neighborhood.
He's about to walk into World of Pain. Gets hit with the Elise.
The Elise. They still have the ult, the auto, the death.
Soccer ball popped.
Yeah, not what you want to see. Yeah, so he actually did fall for it. He was like, oh, my blue buff is coming up, because they gave universal timers, right? Even though he wasn't there, they still get the timer of when it's coming up. So he's like, I gotta get over there and make sure they don't take it.
Mhm.
They'd already taken it, and they were already had it pre-warded, ready for the kill.
Yeah, that was really well played on Brambleback. That's just good map
Yeah.
awareness and vision.
It's just really good vision, yeah.
So it looks like just a little bit of back and forth. Just a little bit of farming in the top lane. Sable giving him plenty of space right now. I think he's a little worried about where the jungle could be. Although we got a little bit of action in the bot lane. Colonel Paco not afraid to go in with that Poppy. Very aggressive.
He should be though. It was that they were both level 5.
It
Was 2 level 6 versus 2 level 5s. That
might
could
not have been
ended
the best
badly.
choice.
Yeah. There is like almost the anti-synergy of Jin Braum though. Like he goes in and dodges the Braum Q, and now how do you get that Braum stun? You know, it's pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. Toxic Pheasant's still level 4. Ooh, but we get some damage in the bot lane. The Gangplank ult committed. A lot of ults going in. Keeper's Verdict says,
Ooh.
see ya. Oh, the Ash Arrow catches Bill Kitches.
The massive crowd control chain. He should be dead. The Aurelian Soul Orb's just gonna take him out.
Somehow the Elise gets the kill on that.
Yeah,
sure how
probably
that happened.
the Techno Spider, maybe?
It must have been, right? Does he have red?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I guess so.
Gave him
Disco
the good
Spider
one.
gets him.
Yeah, exactly. The technical term for the Disco Spider.
Adulma waiting. Look and see if Sable walks up a little bit too far. If he does, he's going to get punished mightily. Sable wisely, not greeting out for these minions.
Yeah, it's a lane where I think the Hecarim has a pretty good, just like general lane advantage. But the Gangplank can just orange the fear from the Hecarim ult. So
I love that concept, oranging the fear.
yeah, yeah.
For those of you out there, Gangplank eats oranges with one of his abilities. They remove all crowd control. Actually, all crowd control in the entire game. So, pro tip for all you out there, citrus.
Exactly. Try to lock him down. He's just gonna eat his vitamins and walk away.
Exactly. He's gonna Hulk out. Hulk Hogan out.
This Zed has not worked out so far.
Yeah, I'm not really like the ability for Zed to do a ton of burst damage should theoretically work out very well versus an Aurelian Soul, but just not seeing it.
He had to get some kind of lead. He had the ignite. He needed to try to like get that all in at level 1.
Uh-oh. Oh, level 5 Toxic Vezin, though, finding himself the wrong part of town, getting cocooned up by Elise. Gets the flash blown, and they have the 3 versus essentially 1, as Sable did not have the angle to go in. But Bill Kitch is looking for a little bit of return action. Might... Okay, wisely backs off.
Yeah, Toxic standing on another ward. That seems to almost be the theme of this game right now, is just really well-placed wards, and that western jungle from Brambleback.
Yeah, and Enraged Overy is really just making his home into this blue side, top part of the jungle. I didn't realize that the red jungle extended in the top part of the blue team, but he's making it so today.
Yeah, it definitely seems that they got that little tendril of top lane, but otherwise that whole jungle is just it's part of the red side of the map.
Which you'd be surprised. I thought Brambleback would be, going on their side of the bottom. They can make, red Brambleback on both teams. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Just allowing that one. So maybe he's a spy. He's telling them. Exactly.
Right. Convert the other Brambleback. Ooh, a good dodge by Trophy.
We got Pickle Popper visiting the bot lane.
Oh, but... Oh, okay, no. Never mind.
Ooh, Ash Arrow just barely misses. Slightly off target.
This might be a good return gank, but gosh, this Aurelian Soul is just doing so much damage.
Here comes the Jhin ult. This might be spell doom for someone. Nothing.
A lot
Just
of
a little
damage,
poke.
but yeah.
Just a little back massage.
Anything really done.
And because of that gank, it looks like we might see the red Brambleback taking the Shelly, taking the old Rift Herald in the top lane.
Yeah, but they're gonna trade a mountain for it. That's probably okay.
I think it'll be close. I think Mountain is one of those dragons that do better when you're ahead. Infernal not looking ahead quite yet, but it could turn into something.
Right. The most useful part of the Mountain Drake is taking A, more dragons, and B, the Baron.
Ooh, we see some wise play from Sable in the top lane.
Fancy stopwatch. He still has his orange, so he can just waltz right out of here. No need for the cocoon. And
Toxic
Raged
Vezin.
Over he knows.
Toxic Vezin doing his best Enraged Over impression right now.
Yep, trying to.
Oh,
do
he is just out of the range of that ward beneath him.
Ooh.
They did not see that happening. That is truly unfortunate if you are a Red Brambleback fan, but good job for Toxic Vezin.
Kind of comical. He's actually going to take 2. Wow. Taking
Popper
2 camps.
coming
Saying,
in.
hey, if you can invade, I can invade too. And yeah, well, wait a
What's the
minute.
flash from Sable?
Why was there a dragon here?
I thought we just killed one of those.
I almost feel like he could have just walked out. He's still
think
at
so,
orange.
too.
Hecarim didn't have ult.
And if Hecarim would have came in, I think he could have
just
done it.
walked out.
He didn't have his
Yeah,
ult, though. He might have been afraid.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I agree. I think he could have just walked it out. Toxic Vezin, not realizing that did get vision of him for just a moment. Popping the Rift Arrow in the mid, though. Shelly making a scene.
It's a big wave here too, so this is gonna go down pretty easily with room to spare, I imagine. Yeah, the set hasn't even gotten the Dust Blade yet.
Ooh, we got Toxic Vezin, though. Slammed against the
Yeah,
wall.
that's
This might
gonna be a
spell his
lot
doom.
lot
Absolutely.
of
Pop
crowd
ball.
control.
Keeper's Verdict sends the Braum away, which looks like it's not going to be too good for Bill Kitches, finding himself the wrong part of town. Pickle Popper chasing him down, and Dulma's going to for sure get the kill on this one. Private Sparkle's looking for a return turn on Raged Over.
Yeah, but they're just so in the wrong place.
This is just... the damage is not going to come out.
That was a
Yikers.
clown fiesta for Team Infernal.
Cue the music!
Yeah. Someone called the clown cars.
That was a 4 for nothing for Red Brambleback.
Yeah. I mean, that might have just been a result of not being able to like start, playing not with your main jungler, playing with a new AD carry. There's a lot of change going on on this Infernal lineup, and I think we're seeing the fruits of that right now.
Yeah, I agree. And perhaps not fully respecting how far behind you are currently, item-wise.
Yeah, yes, true. Down 5k.
Trying to take a disadvantageous fight in the mid lane when they're already killing your team, you should probably just back off.
Yeah.
But I like the bloodlust. Good job for them. You know what?
It's good aggression training.
Agreed.
Toxic Vezin at 16 minutes getting his first blue buff.
Bill Kitches walking up. Adulma.
Uh-oh.
Here comes the speed. Bill Kitches, we'll see if he gets away with some fancy feet. Adulma predicting the go across the wall. That was just well played.
I bet he could have thrown the shadow and not gone. And
that would have been next 4D chess. Next level.
He still would have died, but it would have been great.
And Sable finding himself in a wrong position here. Pushed under tower with the charge. Adulma going to chase him down.
Good dodge in the barrel from
Pickle
Adulma.
Popper coming in, sending the star in.
Just not gonna get it. Has the ult
They're gonna
though.
die with this. Yeah.
Doesn't even need it. It's just so much consistent damage with the. It's like almost the double whirl.
Agreed.
You got like the whirling blades from the Hecarim, and you got the whirling stars from the dragon. From Aurelian's Soul here.
This is Team Whirlpool. Let's get a sponsorship. Washers and dryers.
Someone get this guy an Oriana and a Garen.
It's spinning all over the place.
Only spinning motions on this team, Kyle.
It's too bad there's no spinny helicopter blades on the drone that Ashe throws. Anti-synergy, we'll say. Blue team takes the top turret, though. It's really starting to pull ahead with that 6k gold lead at 17 minutes. It's going to start to feel very oppressive.
Yeah, the only turret they still have up is in the bot lane. The bot lane is actually the only lane that has some semblance of good news, I guess, for Brambleback. And it's not good news, it's just not as bad news.
Yeah. You're referring to as for Infernal.
Oh, yeah, sorry. For Infernal.
Yeah, but here's Enraged Over, going into part of town, flashes out that they might get a little return here on Infernal, looking for the extra damage. They do get the kill on the Elise, but Adulma made the teleport in, thinks they can turn this one around. Pickle Popper falling very low.
Is he gonna get out of this?
oh!
He should not get out of this, but he does. That was so slick by.
Fanciest of feet.
Ooh.
The godlike. Give this man needs a statue. He's a deity on the Rift right now.
7-0-2 Hackroom. This guy is
Sparkle.
just
Sorry, bud. Your time was
so much damage.
Rune Tarot is too small for you.
Yeah.
Now you're dead.
Gangplank just trying to do his best to farm up, get to that late game point. But there won't be a late game at this rate.
Nah, not right now. The 7-0 Hecarim finished in Trinity 4, so every single auto does incredible damage with his low casting time Whirly Blades. Technical term, of course.
Yeah,
it's called Rampage.
Whirling. Yeah, Rampage. Hey, that's pretty close to Whirling Blades.
Yeah, right,
Whirly Blades.
Come on now. But other than that, we had the lead you were talking about, just for Private Sparkles, just slightly up in gold, just ever so slightly, or would have been up in gold, but the towers really.
Yeah, the towers really, doing Bramble a service in the bot lane.
And the Ocean Dragon is just gonna make it that much harder. They can siege, which is exactly what Brambleback wants to be doing. This comp's also pretty decent for sieging as well. You can have a lot of catch potential. A lot of dive potential. Ultimately, just very scary for Infernal right now. Alright, so what we have to see some hype plays here. The hype train has to be in full force if they really want to bring this back. Because right now, Brambleback just pressuring 5 in the bot lane. They're going to have to respect this. There's only 3 here.
Yeah, they have the Gangplank ult to maybe clear out a wave when they need it. But for now, they're just going to go... Bramble's just going to go for the rotations. Get mid and bot lane shoving, and then figure out what to do from there.
Yeah, just stealing away camps, getting that lead ever so slightly further.
Or is Ulduma and Drofik going to go for this top kill?
Looks like Sable is deciding that it's time to take this tower.
Yeah, time to die.
Goodbye, friend.
Oh, man.
Doing some damage.
There's no orange now, but it just will not matter. No Ash ult necessary here.
Dulma's just too much. It's just he's got the ninja tabby, so those Qs are not hitting as hard as he needs it to. Fancy view with the flash, but right into Drofig.
Yeah, Alduma also had his E back up, so he was able to rip right around that.
Here comes the star coming out from Pickle Popper. Quick knowledge bomb. Pickle Popper being the stars rotate around him. He has his own gravity force as he is a legendary dragon. His main ability that you look at there is he creates a living star that he brings forward, and he can fly in a straight direction. For as long as that star stays within his gravity field of he's like rotating orbs, rotating stars around him. That thing will become very big. It's called Star Surge, and it will stun when it leaves it blows up when it leaves his little thing here. But it looks like we're getting a kill going on in the jungle right now. Just pow.
Absolutely obliterated. The CC chain of Aurelion Soul into Elise stun is just too easy. It's just too easy.
It's just, there's a lot. Finish it up, like I was saying, the Star Surge just makes a big star, goes in. Once it leaves his rotating orbs, it blows up, stuns everything within the radius. That's it. Knowledge bomb over.
It reminds me of like season 4, season 3, season 4, season 5, Cloud9, where they would just pick like Thresh Syndra or Syndra Morgana every game with Elise. Get those 3 on the same team and just like get picks forever.
Oh my god.
Any one of them lands CC and the rest of them just pile on.
Well, that cocoon in the old days lasted forever. It was like 2.5 seconds or something goofy at rank 1.
Yeah, Sable's getting a good farm. Farm.
Pickle Popper.
He's getting a lot of farm.
10,000 IQ. Maybe not though. Find himself in a rough position, but Adulma's here.
But he's a drag.
Hey guys.
He's just gonna walk himself out of here.
Sable dragging his feet, trying not scooting out of there fast enough. Get it? Dragging his feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drag.
So now we're finding Toxic Vezin not respecting the a 9,000 gold lead, and the fact that the 9-0 Adulma is stepping up to him, may want to back up a little bit. That dragon is... that horsey is big.
Yeah, definitely a big horse here.
So other than that, they're performing it right. They're pushing. They're grouping as 5. There's no way that Infernal can really contest this as 5. Their team
they
comp
got
is
that.
very strong.
They got the Baron. Infernal just doesn't have the wave clear, especially with Gangplank not even being here. Gangplank's probably the best. I mean, Zed is okay, wave clear, I guess, when he's not 0-5 and really behind, but he is, so he's not doing very much right now.
And Zed,
Gangplank
unfortunately...
has...
Good.
Gangplank has 2 items at least, so I mean, maybe he can clear some of these, but it's hard.
They can just defend that that cannon in the back, and it's going to take this tower over time.
Yeah.
They just need to step up, let the cannon do its work. As you see, it does a large quantity of damage. And Colonel Paco is going to prevent any sort of shenanigans with that.
Yeah, they
steadfast
could
presence.
get some... You know, they have some, like... Yeah, they got the barrels to poke the cannon out. They could get the ZQ on it. They should, anyway. There
That's
it
true.
is.
They
Get the cannon down.
Good job, Infernal Dragon. Good Infernal Dragon. But
Good
little
defense.
too low.
They're not feeling... Yeah, they're not feeling confident enough to be able to stop that turret from going down, though.
And
Probably
you know,
rightfully so.
exactly. And as soon as that turret goes down, you know that pony is just going to charge in and find someone out of place.
Yeah, and look at this. Look at this mid lane prep. That's a huge wave that they just...
Paco
perfectly
finds the
pushed.
stun.
Big dive, big dive, big dive, big dive. Braum goes down to the Aurelion Soul. Also, when Aurelion Soul gets crowd controlled, his orbs go away.
Colonel Paco falling very low. That's been a staple for him, making those engages for his team, seeing the stuns that people don't see, and this team been following up on it. If Red Brambleback keep this up, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with going into the playoffs.
Yeah. Definitely able to never die, in quotes, I believe.
Legends never die.
Yeah.
But other than that, it looks like they're making their rotations around. They have a Mountain Dragon, which is one of the dragons perfectly what they're going to need at this point. They don't need Infernal. They're so far ahead. Mountain's just going to allow them to make... If they make any kill, they immediately explode any towers that are remaining. Oof. And right now, as we saw, like we said, the Mountain Dragon on the other team, looking at Team Infernal, not really going to do too much for them because they're not really able to get to the point where they can hit those objectives.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah.
Somebody cue the Call of Duty music. They're looking for the kills right now. Jeez.
Yeah, they definitely... I mean, yeah. The Mountain is going to be okay, I guess, for Brambleback at this point. They still have a couple towers to go through.
Yeah, it's just going to make it so much easier. It'll be even harder for Infernal to mount a defense. That was a nice triple barrel combo for Sable there. Looked cute.
In some ways, they're actually kind of okay here. They just got to figure out how to clear the other waves. But, you know, there's no Baron buff, so these minions aren't going to be totally unkillable now. So we'll see how this goes.
Toxic Vezin looking for the flank on the side. Looks like Team Brambleback said, let's go. Yeah. Charges it past the tower.
Wait a minute. Wait,
what?
I don't know. Alduma just did some really funky footwork there. I mean, it worked out, but man, everyone on Bramble is getting real low.
Drofade getting extra damage, and then Private Sparkle's getting low. Duma's going for the final damage. See if they gets the kill.
Man. They got the almost clinch. No, okay.
The Jin trap catches Adulma for the final blow, delivering him the one death.
That did a lot of damage.
Absolutely.
That was like a crazy amount of damage. Yeah, wow, that does 20 plus 312. That's a lot of damage.
Not too shabby, friend.
Looks like, yeah, with Baron coming up in a minute, looks like Bramble's just going to leave this last inhib up and run back to base. Pick up some more items.
I mean, should the victory occur, should the miracle comeback happen, that was a big shutdown on Adulma for...
Yeah, good old Good old 1,000 gold shutdown right there, no
Yeah,
doubt.
you know, just put a fresh item in his inventory. But other than that, nothing too crazy going on here. I think they're going to play it safe. It looks like Baron's coming up in 40 seconds. Probably going to set up for that. If I know Red Brambleback playing it smooth, playing it intelligently, probably going to set themselves up, take the Baron and march in. Especially with someone, the veteran Enraged Ovary making the calls nowadays.
Yeah.
He knows the value of objective control.
They're going for the bait. There's no Baron yet. So they're just chilling, waiting. All of Team Infernal is on the map, clearing out these minions. Believe they have a couple more super minion waves, but not that many more.
Yeah, Team
Or
Neon
wait,
Swirlies looking to take this Baron.
Did these inhibs go down a second time?
I
No.
don't think so. They're coming back up.
Yeah, okay. All right. Thought I was going crazy there for a second. Yeah, so they each wave only has one more super minion, but
Looks like
doesn't matter. I think it probably won't matter. The Baron's gonna go down here and yeah, they're just gonna run straight to the top lane.
Yeah, they're going for the final, the triple inhibitor. They're going for the full victory. Take everything.
This is it's a really concise way to do it. Enraged Ovary running back to get the movement speed. Baron buff actually gives movement speed, so to the minions. So you go back to Baron them up, get them going faster.
Yeah, not a small amount of movement speed either.
Yeah, they move. They go fast.
Ooh, here comes the damage. Private Sparkle's shooting him in.
Ooh. Bill Kitches uses his ultimate to engage and immediately has to get out. It looked cool, but it didn't do much.
Colonel Paco taking the Jin ult. No sweat. Here comes the Star. Star catches Bill Kitches.
Who is now ultless on Zed and will pretty much be useless. I think they should move Zed to clear these side waves and let the Gangplank defend this tower, but
And there it goes. What tower? That tower is done. Colonel
yeah,
Paco
what's
goes
out?
in. The full engage.
Gosh, Odulma deletes Bill Kitches off the face of the earth.
Goodness, the damage
One
is
E.
too much.
So much damage. And the Nexus is just going to go down just like that. Just like that.
Woo! That was
GG's all around.
that was very good game for Red Brambleback, just flexing and showing vision and how important that is, allowing them to take just substantial early game leads. Wow. Wow, you want to send us out, Icically, for a short break?
Yeah. So we'll be back. We'll take, I don't know, three
It's
minutes
like 3
or
minutes.
so.
Yeah, it sounds
5
good.
minutes. And we will be right back bringing you game 2 Infernal vs. Brambleback. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Rekt League. We are here bringing you Bramble versus Infernal, the rewind. It's me and it's Sickly and Reddy Z on the cast, and we're gonna hop it right into Champ Select, I think.
Yeah. I think we're gonna be ready to go. Let's get this transition. Let's do it. Is
All
ready.
right. So in game 2, we got Bramble on the blue side. And we got Infernal pulling up the red side.
And again, the quick respect brand ban. I like that. And the respect ergot ban. Yep.
I think it looks like we got a couple similar bands so far.
The Talon. Is Bill Kitches the Talon player?
Yeah, he does. He does dabble. I've heard he has dabbled.
Gotcha. He's a dabbler, I see. Very good.
Yes. The Heckram respect band coming out.
They learned something today.
Yeah.
The day I learned that Hecarim and Ergat are both disgusting, and Adulma is equally disgusting.
Also, things to note here. There is a AD carry substitution for Brambleback. Drofik and Aerofox, as is tradition, have swapped yet again. So Aerofox is in this game. And we still see the Zillion, because that is still ridiculous. And this time Bramble is first pick, so they would 100% first pick it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
There's almost the idea that you should just threaten to first pick Zillion when you're blue side against Bramble, so that they have to use a ban on it. Was not utilized last game, but
definitely smart. And that Zillion works out for them very well too. Hate to see that against a Pickle Popper, who's just deadly with those bombs and the timing.
Yeah, so we got Poppy for Colonel Paco. It is his signature. He's really good on it.
Absolutely. Very confident.
So yeah, so they with the Thresh ban they went straight to the Morgana. Morgana's technically a flex. It could go middle, but I would expect it to be in the support or role.
Yeah, absolutely. Black Shield is just too strong as an ability by itself. Just
Yeah.
the fact that it can stop all the stuns from Poppy slamming into walls, stop the stuns from Jax jumping in on targets. Running it back with the Aurelion Soul again.
Yeah, blind picking the Aurelion Soul or picking it into Morgana. Either way, it's a pretty safe pick, pretty reasonable pick if you're good at it. The Jax also comes out for Alduma. He is a very accomplished Jax player, as this league has found out.
Mm-hmm. Malphite being the counter to that in the top lane, going to absorb a lot of that pressure. And also
pretty
that
solid
man.
lane counter.
Yeah, exactly. Just like the slam slows down the auto attacks, which Jax relies on to do that extra damage. It's going to make him very safe. Now we got back in the bands. What are we expecting to see? Learn to respect the Elise
band coming out.
Okay. Enraged Ovary. Drawing the Elise ban. No spiders today. Arachnophobic Infernal team. You heard it here first.
Yeah, so it kind of looks like Infernal went for the adjustment of, we're not going to let Enraged Ovary just pick an aggressive jungler and destroy Toxic's jungle this game. So they're trying to get both of his carry junglers, Elise and Lee Sin, away. It's probably a good move. It seems to make sense to me.
That's true. I could see him picking something like a Sejuani here and just allowing, just still counter jungling anyway. He seems to be doing that regardless.
Right. Exactly. This is true.
I mean, we saw Rammus counter jungling a minute ago, so anything can happen.
And an AD carry after my own heart, he locks in the Draven in the bot lane. That's what I'm fucking talking about.
Welcome to the League of Draven.
Exactly. Welcome to that league.
Sick.
Great pick. And they're going to answer with the Sivir and the Sejuani. Ba-boom, ba-boom.
Can see that Sejuani as expected. The Sivir, I guess they've played that before, right? Got to go fast comp.
Yeah, it's a traditionally Brambleback has utilized their AD carries as a utility. Whether it's Sivir, Ashe, Jhin, it's just kind of their theme. It works. It works really well. So I don't see why you would ever try to change that if you were Brambleback. On the other side of things, though, we get the Syndra lock in for the mid lane, so it is a Morgana support, which is really good with Draven. Preventing Draven from being crowd controlled is insane. You can just absolutely pop off on that character with the Black Shield.
Oh, absolutely, so sick.
Yeah, so there you go. There are the picks. There are the bans. That's the order they were picked and banned. And I think we can hop into game here.
That's all right. So getting them just about ready to go. I am ready when you are.
Yeah, I am all set too. All right, 3, 2, 1, go for it.
And here we go. Game 2. Brambleback versus Infernal. Brambleback on the blue side and Infernal on the red.
Oh man, Private Sparkle is also playing my favorite Draven skin. But also is running Fleet Footwork, which I really have to disagree with. It makes the act, like how the acts work, really awkward when every like third or fourth axe you have to walk further to pick it up. How basically how Draven works is like it how far the axe goes depends on your movement speed the second it rebounds.
Ooh, Colonel Paco deciding not to put that ward in the brush.
Oh, a nice shot, but wow. A lot of blind damage there. That was kind of funny.
Well done on their part, yeah. They hit that sixth sense. They're feeling it. They got the flow this game.
They knew it, right. Yeah, I am just so hyped. I love Draven. Draven's the best.
Yeah, it's super fun. Is that the gladiator skin?
Yes, it is. So yeah, so he has the Fleet Footwork keystone instead of the Conqueror, which is pretty traditional on the character.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that goes. I don't really know how it's gonna go. It could turn out really badly or it could turn out really well. Pickle Popper doing a really good job on that mid lane push early. Also, there was no crazy jungle shenanigans. So I imagine Bill Kitches is going to lose a good amount of this wave. It's probably pretty hard to farm this at level 1 with Syndra.
Oh, absolutely. You have to really have practice at the tower. Gotta get those double hits in really well.
Oof. Yeah, he missed almost all those minions.
Yeah.
Not what you want to see, but...
To be fair, Pickle Popper missed 2 minions, and he missed 4. So it wasn't the worst trade ever, but...
True.
Gentleman's agreement at the top so far. Just farming it up. No harass.
Yep.
We've got some trades. Colonel Paco and Timberland both falling low. We're going to see a little bit of explosiveness, I think, really quickly.
Yeah, I think in the spotlight.
There it comes.
I have to be really critical of a fellow Draven player. I mean, I'm super hyped, but don't make any mistakes. Don't fuck up.
He has his eyes on you.
Oh, in the jungle, though, we got this invade. Spicy invade.
Enraged Overeat going for the...
He read it this time. He's gonna be fine to walk out. Man, I think they could have gone... They could have used Toxic Splash to go over that wall and delay him long enough, and I think Sable could have been there.
Yeah, I think it would have been over. Also, Bill Kitches has enough damage on Pickle Popper that he could have walked up as well. Enraged Overeat coming back, though. Not giving up. I don't think you want to take this versus...
He has the knock up. Oh, it was so close. Okay, good flash trade. Respect. And yeah, I don't... Sejuani probably doesn't win that too well.
No.
Like, good of Enraged Overeat to get the stun and then walk away and not pop it for the damage, because he would have died if he had done that.
Yeah, agreed. And Toxic... I mean, the Sejuani did have red buff. I think he was relying on that to do the damage. Here it comes top... Uh-oh.
Wait! What? Wait a minute!
What? Pulling the old switcheroo. Oh, with the
Toxic goes into the bush and just immediately dashes onto the blue buff. Take it. He did get it.
Enraged Overeat walks away and taunts.
But
does the taunt,
he easily could have killed the flashless Sejuani there and then taken the blue buff.
Yeah, agreed. But he just wanted the blue. He just wanted to just taunt him.
It's about
need to kill him.
Sometimes it's about the message.
Exactly. And then he goes back to his red buff. Where was I? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Get out of my jungle.
It was actually a really good invade. I mean, It was a good thought to have, to be like, oh, you know what? He's gonna go try to do blue, and I just got him so low and burned his flash. And then he got there and just didn't execute the kill. I mean, he did get the counter jungle, which is good.
Ooh, binding the bottom, a little damage coming out. Eats a Draven Axe, I like that.
Yep. You gotta just sit here and wait for that BF sword. You're almost there. You got 300 gold to go, pretty much 400 gold. Gotta get to that 41 minions. Or if you're not the best farmer, you gotta get slightly less and let time tick up a little bit.
Right. Hashtag the rest of the league. So we have Pickle Popper making use of the fast travel time that you can find from Aurelian Soul, making his backs, getting that early Dark Seal, getting himself some extra mana, a little bit extra AP, making his lane phase a little better.
Gets the boots, which is also just generally good. Boots are good.
TP from Adulma.
Is Toxic doing here? What's the plan?
He's just sitting there. I think he would have to be a little, he'd have to be a little careful here, because if Adulma just walked into that brush with his top laner not nearby, you might see a kill from that Jax.
Yeah. So we'll Toxic check the pixel bush after he's done making this. No. Always check the pixel brush. That's the classic ping forward spot.
That's the pixel brush for those of you in stream.
Oh yes. Sorry.
I follow. Pickle Popper noticing Toxic Vezin, really spotted him out. This is kind of
pixel brush. Banana brush is the one just south and north of pixel brush.
Banana brush. Ooh, looks like we might see a Toxic Vezin gank onto the bot lane here. Followed up by a Sejuani right behind it, so we'll see what they go. Timberland flashes but misses. Colonel Paco puts up his steadfast presence. Does not allow the entry.
Oh, he's got the He could.
Sable 6 though. Ooh. Yeah, he had the moment. That was his moment.
Yeah, that was not the ideal. It was a good try. I mean, it was a good try. That's all you can say, right? It was a really good try from Infernal to make that proactive play, and the TP just did not work out. And now you give the Jax in the top lane the free farm, and any semblance of like a lead that you get from picking Malphite into Jax was just burned.
That's true. They do pick up a Mountain Drake for their usage of abilities. However, having a Sable fall behind in this is not where you want to be.
Right.
Split with Jax is not good.
Exactly. You still need the Malphite to be able to just sit up there with a frozen heart and never die, you know? You still need some... Mountain Drake isn't going to do you too much if you're not able to hit the towers later because of the pressure the Jax is going to bring.
Yeah, they just had the same lesson imparted on them last game. First Drake Mountain, you got to have a lead.
Yeah. And then they didn't even, they weren't able to really utilize it.
But and you know what, though? I mean, he hits that binding, it's a different story. Like, we're talking about a different game. They get a triple kill in the bot lane, and all of a sudden...
It's true.
Yeah, but it was a good try.
Yeah, I mean, that is 63 to 38 in the top lane. That is not good now.
Draven also up in farm. What do we got for his stacks?
Yeah, maybe, maybe that's what it was. They were like, okay, we're just going to waste everything getting this Draven the kill right here. It's at 160 stacks, I believe.
That's good. Yeah, I definitely can't see it on my screen.
Yeah, it looks... I'm pretty sure that's how I'm gonna expand my interface and I will get a real answer.
Ridged over, stealing away the Raptor camp. Ooh, catches a stun from Bill Kitches. They're doing a lot of damage. Burns the flash.
Ooh.
Sable comes in from the top lane. First blood going over to Toxic Vezin. That was very well played. Forcing him to blow his flash in order to get that the roam from our top laner.
Definitely was, but there's actually a really large window right now where there's no Malphite ult and no Syndra ult. So this could, in some kind of way, backfire a little bit here.
That's true.
The Syndra ult there was very gratuitous. That was just did not need to be used.
Yeah,
I believe like the cast was at like 100 health or so. But the BF Sword Draven gonna start doing a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, that's a scary sight. Looks like we might get a gank at the top lane here. Level 7 Sable versus Ada Dulma and level 6 Toxic Vezin.
Yeah, he's got the dodge. He can just 2v1. There's no Malphite ult.
Yeah,
this is not good.
This
Good flash.
Okay. Dulma respects it.
If you don't have the Malphite ult, you can't be doing that.
Pick a bopper,
the invulnerability from Toxic. That's a really funny interaction between Aurelion Sol and Xin Zhao. That is pretty silly.
Yeah. And I'll go over how that worked after this fight, but it's not over yet. Bill Kitches. Oh, pick a popper with the fancy feet. Not this time, pick a popper.
But
Bill Kitches, so close. Oh.
This is gonna be another one. The stun's gonna come out. Ooh.
Damage coming in. Oh, we got the
waste of the stopwatch. I don't.
Yeah, Dulma just does too much. Goodbye.
Yeah.
So it looks like pick up a 3 for. Is that 3 for 1?
I wonder if that was a misclick. That seemed like it might have been a corrupting potion misclick or something.
And in the bot lane.
In the bot lane.
At the same time, exactly the damage coming out back and forth. He needs to go.
And there goes the stacks. No.
Yeah, he just needs to leave.
From downtown, Aerofox gets executed too. Disaster.
Oh, that is not what you want to see if you're Infernal Drake.
Yeah, disaster for Infernal here. On all sides of the map right now. They're also going to lose the Rift Herald, which means they'll lose another turret, probably. Well, they might not.
So for those of you at home, one lesson to be taken away from that is when you have almost 0 health and anything can kill you, just walk away. Just walk away. Just walk away from the tower.
Just go home. It's not worth the 20 farm, because you're just going to die.
20 gold,
not even
like one
the 6
minion.
Farm. Yeah, the 6 farm, exactly. It's not worth the 6 farm. You're just going to die.
And if they let you farm all 6 of that, still not worth it. 6-15 farm to equal 1 kill in the early game. But other than that,
Bill catches his ult. If he lands a stun,
yeah.
Oh, he's not gonna keep going.
Man's bloodthirst has been sated. I have to say, Timberland does not like to hold his bindings. He likes to throw them out, see if he can't fish for something.
Yeah. Ooh, that stun worked. Yeah, it's a problem when you're a support player and you're not ahead, because if you have that tendency to just throw your CC move, the other lane can just walk at you. Ooh.
Still finding himself low. Gets hit with the stun right now. Doing extra damage. Does commit the ultimate, but not enough to kill. Does not have Ignite, so is not going to secure that one.
Yeah, the Catalyst coming in huge for Pickle Bobby there. And see how he has 1 health and is not staying at this tower? Good news. Good looks.
He lets that farm go. That's fine. Private Sparkless here. Staying for the experience. There we go. There's the poke we're looking for.
Wait a minute.
Free.
What's going on? What's going on in the bot lane?
Got a TP going. We got Toxic Vezin here.
Sable got the flash. Get the tired.
Wait.
He got the ult.
The flash Q. The flash slow.
But where's the re-engage with the Malphite ult? Is it here? There it is.
What? It's not being used yet. They're waiting for it. He's holding on to it. Ults onto a single target, and Dulma just in the back line, shredding them. Sable trying to get the kill on Aerofox. And they do get the kill on a Dulma in the back line. Toxic Vezin and Timberland seem to have the damage to do it.
Aerofox's spell shield there was absolutely disgusting. He got hit by the binding, was like, I don't need to spell shield this. I can just wait. And he perfectly spell shielded the knockup from the Malphite ult. That was really sick.
Well done. A lot of bindings going on for Timberland. That was a very strange fight to me. How they approached that one. I'm not sure if it was just the communication between the top laner and maybe some new members of the team, but just looking to ult the AD carry, not looking for potentially peel.
I think there was a good big ult. There's a 4-man ultimate opportunity with his team able to follow it up, and he didn't take it. He opted to just save it and go for the solo kill, and that bit him a little bit. Bit Infernal. Bramble bit back.
Bramble bit back in this bitter rivalry.
Yeah.
In this bitter battle. Bramble bit back in this bitter battle.
Oh, jeez. I don't want to say that very fast or many times.
Not at all. But we do have an Infernal Dragon that is waiting to be picked up right now. And I think if Brambleback gets their backs in time, Bramblebacks in time, they'll come back for the buff. There's too many bees, man. I might be done after this one. It's too much. But that was a very interesting fight, and it looks like the gold's still going on the red Brambleback side. They're gonna take this Infernal Drake here, this dragon.
Yeah, that's scary. Infernal Drake is so good on their lineup.
Exactly. You do not want to see that Jax with the extra power.
Yeah, and the dragon, the
Aurelion
team fight
Soul.
damage in general.
Here comes.
Just...
Let's see if Adoma can 1v3.
Bot lane good. Top lane.
Cannot
Top
1v3.
lane good. Yeah, cannot 1v3. But neither can Private Sparkles on this Draven.
So they trade. They notice that they have the 1v3 in the top, and they looks like they're just going to take this bottom outer to trade for potentially the bottom or top outer. We'll see. Bottom inner, excuse me. Bottom inner for Team Red Brambleback, potentially for top outer.
Yeah, they're not even gonna try to get that top outer turret.
Just gonna let it go. Okay. Okay.
It's might have been able to stay, get some damage, but I think Azuma would have been able to walk there before Malphite could beat that turret down.
And so what we're really looking at here is that the Infernal Drake is not really having their macro game on point. The Red Brambleback is able to group up and fight where they need to in order to take towers, in order to take objectives. And Infernal's just not there. They're just pushing things into the turret, and you can see the minions doing just a slight little bits of damage to the turret, but just not enough to make a dent in the game plan.
Pickle Popper has been drawing a lot of pressure, putting out a lot of pressure. You know, the shove and roam strategy that Aurelion Sol's so good at. That meta has a little kind of gone away in the mid lane. For the most part, you don't see the push and roam champs as much anymore, but it is really... Oh, that was a gross stun by Colonel Paco.
Yeah, did a great job. Gets pushed back away by the Scatter the Weak, but...
He was proven to be weak and was scattered.
Mm-hmm. Not strong enough, Poppy. Maybe you should have more protein in your diet other than that lollipop.
Bits if you say it fast. There's no way. There's no way. I'm not saying something about Bramble battering bitterly.
Yeah, we'd have to roll back the tape. I don't remember what it was anymore. I jettisoned that from my brain. Looks like Red Brambleback battling into the top side of the jungle together as one, moving in there. 5 members sitting in the top side, looking for the stun onto Timberland. A lot of damage going out.
Pickle Popper, that was almost ridiculously sick, and then he outplayed himself.
Yeah, he tried. He didn't quite have the finger macro correct in order to get it. Maybe the lag.
That bind flash was actually disgusting. But he probably didn't need to go for the insect because his ult would have just killed the Morgana anyway.
Exactly. Those of you out there, the insect play is when you flash behind somebody, use an ability that knocks them in the other direction towards your team. And that's what he was trying to do. Named after a pro player from the old days. But Pickle Popper coming back again. Expending that black shield onto the Morgana. Walking away, not taking the extra damage. Fearful of the damage that Star Dragon brings out in the mid lane.
Yeah, the Roa soul is just very... It's oppressive. It's doing a lot right now, no doubt.
So we see the dancing going back and forth with how the team we got going on the top side. Aduma jumped in for some damage, and the team rotates up to help him. Colonel Paco, as you saw the action there, his steadfast presence stopping Zinza from jumping in on him, and heroic.
Ooh, Scuttle the Weak. That was a really good
tries to snipe out Colonel Paco, but does not.
Oh my gosh, the shield for Colonel Paco. He got the ignite, so he's going to go down anyway. Malphite ult was used solely on Jackson, the top line. That isn't available for the rest of the team fight.
Yeah, focusing their damage on Aduma. Aduma wisely flashes out to not get killed by 3.
Yeah.
Good map awareness.
Yeah, knows when you gotta get out of dodge. Pickle Popper training to the bot lane with that Aurelion Soul E. With the, what is it called? Comet of Legend.
He is the Comet of Legend, exactly. Not only is the Pickle Popper a legend in his own days, but his dragon is legendary as well. Random bit of factoid, those stars can be seen from the brush, so normally champions are hidden. You can see those swirling stars, so he is not hidden right now from other people knowing where he is.
Yeah, so if you see the stars floating around Pixel Brush, probably
Maybe don't walk
away.
into that. Maybe walk away.
That was still an awesome Scout of the Week flank by the Syndra. I think his team wasn't quite ready. Kind of gave up following it. If he had communicated that one better, I think that could have gone incredibly well. That stun followed by the Malphite ult on top of it would have been just completely gross.
It would have been too much damage, agreed. Team fight might have been taken, but now we're looking for the red Brambleback setting up in the Pixel Brush. Ooh, Bill Kitch is wise to that,
but there's no dragon to give it up.
Toxic Pheasant goes in.
Pheasant going deep. In the 3v4 here. Going deep.
Pickle Popper pushing him away. Scatter the Weak hits 2. Toxic Pheasant going back in. They might be taking this one 4 versus 4, where the top laners are just kind of beating each other to oblivion near this tower.
The Draven ult is going to come back through everybody here. Is he going to do anything? Oh, it gets a couple.
Mixed damage. News at 7. The fight going on. Finally in the river. Shutdown going onto the red team there. Toxic.
Oh,
Pickle Popper scattering away.
It.
Oh, but Sable teleports in, gets the damage off, potentially doing the final kills here. Gets stunned up, however. Flashes in, just the chase down. Sable not doing enough. No, the turnaround for Red Brambleback. Disaster again, the full ace.
Everybody on Infernal just tunneled so hard.
I weep for them.
Yeah, that was not a pretty team fight.
And again, they're just too far behind the single Infernal at the time, now the double Infernal and a dual in the top. Take us home,
I mean, yeah, right. That was even the 4v5. Right, Jax wasn't even there. He had TP. Jax could have joined, but his team was like, "No, we got the 4v5. Don't even worry about it. Just keep pushing."
That's the heartbreaker. If you're on Team Infernal right now, you're feeling this pit of your stomach falls out. You're feeling the heartbeat. You know that like sad reality of this is a very uphill battle.
Yeah. On the other hand, I do like Toxic's Xin Zhao build a lot more this season than I did in. What was it? Was it last season? Yeah, where he went Static Shiv into, or he went Blood Razor into Static Shiv. I really didn't like that. This one I like. I like the Warrior Tri. I think he's going for the Triforce right now. I like this build a lot. Even though you're going to be really squishy still, you have a lot of carry potential on it. And I think this is actually the right build in this team.
Yeah, it's possible. I think he actually might be going for the Titanic Hydra.
Oh, just right off the bat?
Yeah, because those are pieces for the Jarum's Fist, which is the next piece of the Titanic Hydra build.
That's true. And I guess at this point when you're already behind, it's probably a better move.
Yeah, just trying to clear those waves, get a little bit more help.
Yeah.
Ooh,
right.
Nice stun from Bill Kitches.
Yeah, so that was a good showcase of why Syndra Morgana is so good. You just get that ridiculous pick.
Ooh, comes the pinch. Oh!
Really good flash from Colonel Paco there, getting out of that Malphite ult. And now with Malphite ult down, you got to just turn and run. This is not where you want to be.
Sneak peek, though. Looking at that top, the bot lane.
No, the Baron!
No, Toxic Missile, no.
Ooh.
Good ult from Enraged Ovary.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good job getting onto Aerofox there.
Pickle Popper hitting him with the stars, letting him know.
Yeah.
They are just
not
cleaning
too
house.
much you can do at that point on Draven. Kind of all you have left to do is fall over and die.
Triple kill for the Dragon, trying to send in the Star Surge. Does not quite make it, but Adulma is taking this inhibitor down and decides after the inhibitor, it's time to fight. Let's fight this big rock man.
I mean, if Brilliant Soul wasn't there, probably didn't have that.
Yeah, agreed. But Pickle Pop, look at this juggles.
Oh, those are missing! Oh my gosh.
Oh, well done, Pickle Popper.
You're the Pickle is coming in full force right now with this Aurelion Soul pick. I think
Absolutely.
This is a really good look. It's gonna start drawing some more bans. It drew bans in season 1 and hasn't drawn a ban since, I think.
The disrespect to him, not letting him. You know, that's fine, Pickle. We don't think you can play it anymore, but now he brought it back.
Yeah, he's bringing it back.
I'm proud of the Pickle. That's a great pick. I love that champion. It's so fun to watch. Colonel Paco overstaying his welcome. Might find himself. Just letting him be. Good luck, bud.
I don't think they can. I mean,
walk it out, Colonel Paco. You did this to yourself.
Yeah.
The true tragedy of this game I'm going to highlight right now is that the Draven does not have a kill. Which is...
Oh no, and Toxic Peasant is
no.
just deleted. Yeah, it's hard to play from behind on Draven. When you get behind like this, you really need to just like keep your stacks up and not die and wait and just cherry pick a kill and hope your team can feed it to you. And that has not happened so far.
They need to walk away from this. They're taking too many fights where they're just far behind. They're 11k behind and just walking into too much CC with not enough vision.
Yeah, it's almost just really undisciplined almost. That's what it feels like to me. It's got to just be a result of just not playing with this roster in this formation.
Agreed. And I think it might be one of those things, again, you feel far behind, you know, you try to make things happen, but you don't do it with enough. You know, people might stop talking. The full effect of just like, oh, we're losing.
Exactly.
Sucks.
Oh, the Malphite.
Potentially a steal.
He tried.
Let's see if Enraged Over waits. Takes his time. Oh! Okay. Takes his time on that one. Good job, Enraged Over, just with the calm hands.
Yeah. So we actually haven't seen any inhibs going down yet. But we should now, with the first Baron being taken.
That's true. Adulma did take the bottom inhibitor from the previous one, so they are working with the super minions currently.
Oh, whoops. Yep, true. I
totally missed that. When he almost got killed by the Malphite and picked
Yeah, he just sat there and autoed it down. Yeah, you're totally right.
But we're going to see another inhibitor coming to the top lane because they have full 5 going on with mostly health. Colonel Paco finds the stun on the rock. I often forget that thing exists, but now you know. A little bit more trades going back and forth.
Yeah, there's no Malphite ult available, so this giant team fight Wombo that has been elusive so far is going to remain so.
Colonel Paco, full aggression into the Nexus turrets. Says we're so far ahead, whatever. Pickle Popper finding himself very low, gets killed by the Nexus turret. Whoopsie daisies.
Xin Zhao picks that one up.
We're looking at about 10 seconds left on this Malphite ult. It's ready to go.
This is 3 inhibitors down. Are they really gonna even... I guess you gotta respect the Malphite ult, right? Even though they're so far ahead.
The Draven ult, I'm just gonna watch this fly all the way back. He threw that across the entire map. Just preemptively weakening the minions. Good job.
Yeah, he got a couple of them. Got all the casters. Actually, he did all of them. Hell yeah.
Well done. I think he's trying to just buff his damage. You know, this game ending is coming up soon. He really wants to show that. Okay, look, I did more damage, guys. Come on, I'm good at this. I'm good. But then we got Team Red Brambleback taking the Ocean Dragon, allowing them to give the maximum ability to siege these turrets.
Yeah, this has got to be really disheartening for Infernal. I mean, this is... I don't know the stats that well, but I imagine this has got to be the assuming this game ends within the next 3 minutes. 2 30-minute games in the Rekt League in a row is pretty unheard of.
Yeah, they played that very well. You can tell the teamwork from Red Brambleback is on point.
Yeah, definitely. They're really doing well here. And yeah, these super minions with Baron, there's actually no way they can clear these. This is just gonna be... Yeah, the minions are just gonna beat them up. There isn't even gonna be a last team fight.
Padding the stats. Just getting the kills.
Good little Malphite ult at the end.
Getting the godlike call at the end there for Raged Ovary. Well done to Team Red Brambleback, bringing it in with a 18k, or is that a 14k gold lead at the end of the game?
Yeah, at 14k gold lead at 28 minutes. That 500 gold lead a minute, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that is very aggressive. That is well played by Team Brambleback.
Absolutely. Give them full credit to that. Well done. Geniuses on the Rift. Red Brambleback. We're taking it home. Is there anyone even on the Discord able to chat with us? I don't think there is right now.
Oh, no, I don't. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I imagine not, but we can ask the points of contact, see if we can get someone.
Yeah, other than that, I just want to say what a great job. I mean, they showed the flexibility of seeing the still red Brambleback rocking that gotta go in. They have those champions that just want to fight. They had a little bit more pick potential in that first game with the Elise, but Elise still goes in really hard. The Hecarim goes in really hard, which was disgusting to see. They just put up a statement game for the next team that they play. That's one of those
Okay.
things. I'm not sure what they're going to be able to do. The next team's going to have to pay very close attention to these matches.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like Enraged Overy wants to hop on
Yes.
from his phone, so it looks like we could pull him up in here.
Get him on the bat phone. Call him in. Put up the signal. The godlike. The godlike.
Oh, here he is.
There he is. The
made it.
godlike.
Phoning in. Cell phone.
Phoning in from the cell phone. Out, not at
What's
the
up,
computer.
Not at the computer.
So
On the
those
phone.
games looked pretty dominant, and I didn't even see a Maokai ban once. So is that just taking a back seat, going into the back pocket for now?
Yeah. I mean, I think it was like a really cool like week 1, week 2 trend. I don't know. It doesn't feel super great when you can't really like fight anybody unless you're like super far ahead. So to try to play something that had a little more
Yeah,
bite, spider bite.
the Elise, right?
A little
Yeah,
more
no,
spider bite.
that Elise actually.
Yep, needs more spider bite. Yeah, I've always wanted to play Elise and play it Oak. It's really cool.
Yeah, the pick comp you guys had together with the Elise and Aurelian Soul was really good. It was fun to watch. It was just like CC over CC.
Yeah, I mean that was something. I mean that's kind of the way that I've always wanted to try and play League of Legends, but I don't think I'm mechanically good enough to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But with Greg on or Pickle Popper, bringing out the Aurelian Soul in the mid lane, he can just kind of like back me up on what I want to do.
Right.
So even if I catch myself in a bad situation, is it really that bad if you have a pickle with you?
Yeah, you got
Are
you
you
got
in
the
the pickle?
dragon
Did you
coming
bring
over
the
the top. On the topic, sorry, I have one more question. On the topic of the first game, that skin coordination in your
That
top jungle.
was
and
coordinated.
mid.
That was coordinated.
I
Yes, that was
yeah,
coordinated.
it had to be. That was so good.
Maximum skin intimidation.
Yep. So take notes, teams. Get sick skin coordination.
Yeah,
you can
it's-
get sick leads.
It's no longer about just having skins. Now you gotta have the right skins.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's not just enough to have money. You have to have color coordination and style. Such.
Yeah,
Oh, this
that
is
was...
great. I love doing this on a phone way better. It's like way more casual.
Yeah, I mean, my thoughts for you guys are you still the one making these calls? Like, you guys' rotations were crisp and clean. You had a lot of the your invades. You went in, they sought you out. What was your? I want to know your feeling when. What did you expect when Toxic Vezin came in and stole like the blue buff after you invaded him? Were you expecting that?
I knew he was there. I absolutely knew he was there. I'm gonna be here. Like, if he's not here, then like I'm getting away with murder. Then he was there, so like I kind of like I deserved that. So I was like, fair enough. So you can have my blue buff, and like
Yeah.
that's fine.
Lucky
And
for you,
same
he
with
didn't-
like
he
getting.
didn't- Lucky for you, he didn't take your life there. So
Yeah, no, he didn't take my life. I didn't have flash as you mentioned. So like, yeah, I was kind of just this is fine. I'll trade that and go a little bit behind this game, kind of power farm it out
that's how to do.
and steal all the kills. I think I went 7-1 and 7. So like,
Yeah,
I
that
just
was-
took everything.
So yeah,
I
so-
think I did like 9k damage.
That was sick, man. You don't need 10k. That's too much. People are gonna start looking at banning that out. Too much damage.
No, I don't think I've done 10k damage in a single Rekt League game this season. Joke.
All right, so
Oh, man.
I have a specific question, a little different for the interview phase. Next week, you're going up against the classic Scuttle Crab lineup. 8-2 Scuttle Crab being still the most winningest team in the league. What do you have to say to them coming up for this next week?
Well, I hope they're looking forward to being 8-4 because I'm prepared. And this is like, I don't know. For us, like the two big matches of the season for us were Ocean. I mean, every match is a big one, but I really wanted to win against Ocean, and Wilma really wants to win against Scuttle Crab to show his Krabby boys that he's the real character, and just like you don't want to like let your homies beat you. Like you know what it's like, basically. Like you beat up, so, like you have the bragging rights right now, and you can kind of whip that out until like I don't know, forever. So people that kind of power. I don't know.
Yeah, you want to reserve the bragging rights for yourself. Definitely don't want to let those ones go.
Right. I mean, the dude's got a sweet wooden mug. He's got a. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a hard match, so we will our Brambleback preparation.
I honestly can't wait. That is just going to be a great game. Super hyped.
Yep, I'm excited. You should be excited. Everyone should be excited. It'll be a good time.
That's right. Tune in next week at 8 p.m. Sunday to watch whenever they play. Starting at 4 p.m. on Sunday, going until 8, probably 10 o'clock-ish.
10 p.m.
Between 4 and 8 p.m. They're going to be
Yeah.
around there. At some point in time, you're going to watch that.
There's going to be
Yeah.
people playing League of Legends. Check out the Twitch.
Absolutely. I put the fire up because you're roasting Scuttle Crab. Bring the fireworks back. Icicles, take us home. Send it out.
Yeah, that looks like pretty much it. Follow, like, subscribe, hit us up with all the sweet, spicy memes, and GG to both teams, but, you know,
Woo!
special
Let's
GG
go.
to Brambleback.
Yeah, GG's disabled. I really wanted to play him in the jungle, but he opted not to, so rip.
Maybe in the playoffs.
Maybe in the playoffs. So.
All right. Good night.